Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to start the new topic. Earlier we studied about the World War II. Before that World War First. Now after World War II, then United Nations was formed, and with the formation of the United Nations, there was another development in the world, and that was the development of the Cold War. The Cold War was between the USA and USSR. As you know, we studied earlier that at the end of the World War II, two new superpowers emerged that were USA, United States of America, and Soviet Union, United Soviet Socialist Republic, USSR. So, between these two countries, the Cold War started. Cold War means that this war was not a direct war with each other, but this war was to make the position of each other lower in the world, and to occupy the world according to their ideologies. At that time there was American president who was name was Truman. So Truman doctrine was adopted by the American government, and Truman doctrine was the Cold War. The Cold War name was initiated by the President Truman of the United States of America, and the Cold War meant that technological advancement against each other, and military and monetary support to those countries which were threatened by the communism. So during this Cold War, the world was divided into three parts. One part was led by United States of America, and it was these were capitalist countries, and United States was leading the Western Europe or the Western world. The Eastern world or the Eastern Europe was led by USSR, and these were communist countries. The third group was non-aligned movement, NAM. These countries, which were members of this group, were neither a part of the Eastern world, Eastern power, or nor a part of the Western power. So the world was divided into these three groups. During the Cold War, advancement in technology was there. There was proxy wars against each other. There was competition to invite more and more countries to join their camps, and the world was divided into these two powers to occupy the world. Then the end of the Cold War was there in 1989 and 90, when in 1989-90 the Berlin Wall was fallen, and Germany became again united. Russia, USSR got defeat in Afghanistan, and many countries got independence from United States, from the United Soviet Socialist Republic, USSR. So the Soviet power came to an end in the world, and America became the sole power in the world. So the Cold War in this way ended in the world. Thank you so much. Then students, there are three terminologies given at the end of the chapter. The first terminology is capitalism. Capitalism means that every business of the country is private owned, and government has nothing to do with it. Everything is private owned, and every business has its own private owner. So the American camp and the Western power and the capitalist countries, they had every business in private sector. The opposite was communism. In communism, every business was state owned. There was nothing private. Everything was owned by the state, and people were working as a state employees, and the state was giving the things according to the needs of the people. The state was responsible to fulfill the needs of its masses, its people. Now the third was dictatorship. During Cold War, dictatorship terminology also became famous, because these Western powers or Eastern powers, they also tried to enforce their ideas through dictatorship, in the third world countries, or especially in the Islamic countries. So dictatorship, there was one person's power. There was no need to consult with anyone. There was no need to work according to the ideas of the people. But a dictator was working according to his own idea, and there was nobody to challenge his decision. So these three terminologies also became famous during Cold War, and people knew about these things, and they were greatly discussed. Greatly, there was article writings about it. There were talk shows, and there were ideological war among the masses about these things. Thank you.